Anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On the ground, it's Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Jets, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So nothing doing there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Flushed out right. And complete right side to Cook. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he's got some space here. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's Hurts to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Hassan Reddick drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
14, Steelers 3.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 134 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Rosas' kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Here's Hurts. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Ford. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll set up a throw. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Ford. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try to run for it with Carter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Jets 24, Steelers 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Hurts. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's swung out wide to Harris. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Great man to kick off for the Jets.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They go play action with Hurts. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Elijah Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Johnson jostles free. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
What's right? What's right? What's right? What's right?
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Wrestle lead. Don't be scared of it.
Back to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. He's coming. He's coming.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Third quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Going for the deep ball. And that nearly intercepted. But it's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll try the right side with Harris. Gets past one man, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd.
In trouble here, and down he goes, back at the 8-yard line. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw it. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play call better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On play action, they'll throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Back to throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
First and 10 at the 37.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now a give right side. It's Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Hurts fumbles it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They start the drive with Cook. Cook able to escape and brought down, but not before reaching the 25. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
Just saying if they pay me, I'll do it.
Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At the 28-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Hurts throw complete there to Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. Here's Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Hurts throw complete to Freiermuth. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second down, it's Harris. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Hurts. And that is caught. Touchdown. Well, there is a marker on the field. The celebration may be short-lived. Let's see. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.